DataFinz Modernize pipeline streamlines database transformation by converting tables, views, and SQL while showcasing the dependencies. It enables seamless replication from legacy to modern databases with incremental or bulk options and sample data loading. Validation ensures data integrity by comparing tables, SQL, and views, skipping columns where needed, and detecting mismatches. With DataFinz, modernizing your data infrastructure becomes effortless and efficient. DataFinz simplifies database modernization with automatic DDL conversion, dependency diagrams for lineage and replication. Sync daily Delta records and validate legacy to modern data with ease, ensuring accuracy and efficiency. The process of converting SQL Server tables into DDL scripts and generating dependency diagrams is efficiently managed by DataFinz, ensuring accurate schema transformation and relationship mapping. This will be demonstrated in the upcoming demo. The user can navigate to Modernize in the DataFinz interface, select Create New Convert, and specify the convert name, description if necessary, source connection, target connection, and table as convert type. In the next step, the user can choose the required source object name and map with the corresponding target object name. In the final step, make the required changes for each object if needed. Then, upon clicking on Download, the user will get access to the respective DDL and their corresponding dependency diagrams. DataFinz transforms SQL Server views into well-structured DDL definitions while visualizing their interdependencies through detailed diagrams. The upcoming demo will walk through this capability. Here, the user can follow the similar process to create table by selecting Create New Convert and specifying the required parameters including the convert name, description if necessary, source connection, target connection, view as convert type. Choose the required source object names in Step 2 and make the necessary changes for each object in the final step. After configuration, the user will be able to download and access the respective DDL and their corresponding dependency diagrams. SQL and DDL files are interpreted and converted into target format. The upcoming demo will demonstrate this process in action. To convert SQL files to their respective DDL, the user can again follow similar steps to create a new conversion, specifying the convert name, source and target connections, SQL as convert type, along with the connection in which legacy SQL exists, and proceed to choose the required source object names in Step 2 and making the necessary changes for each object in Step 3. Finally, the user can download and gain access to the respective DDL. To convert DDL scripts to their respective DDL, the user can follow the previous steps and then download and access the DDL scripts converted into DDL target format. The replication process involves transferring SQL Server tables to Snowflake while preserving data integrity. This demonstration will highlight how records are efficiently copied and maintained. Here is the sample SQL Server data that can be replicated and copied into Snowflake tables. To achieve this, users can navigate to Modernize in the DataFinz interface, select Replicate, choose Create New Replicate, and specify replicate name, source connection, target connection, batch size, and other required parameters. There is also an option to choose if sample loading is required while replicating data with the sample records. This helps to identify errors if there are any in quick time. In the next step, the user can choose the required source object names, set the replicate type and their corresponding target object names. In Step 3, the user can apply filters to each source object name if needed, and in the final step, the necessary changes for each source fields can be made. The user can also make use of the upload and download options for efficient bulk object handling. After configuring the replication, the user can view the corresponding tables automatically created in Snowflake. By clicking on Download, the user will be able to view the generated DDL. Now the user can run the process. There is also an option to access the replicate report and view the execution progress. Upon execution, the data from SQL Server is replicated and copied into Snowflake tables. The data comparison process involves validating table records between legacy database and modernized database to ensure consistency. This demonstration will highlight how mismatches are detected and data quality is measured across both sources. Here are the two tables in PostgreSQL and Snowflake that are about to be compared. To achieve this, the user can navigate to Modernize, click on Validate in the DataFinz interface, select Create New Validate, configure the validate name, source connection, target connection, object type as table, and other required parameters. Next, the user can select the required object names and target object name accordingly. The upload and download option can be utilized for bulk object loading. In Step 3, filters can be applied if required, and in the final step, it is necessary to assign the primary key for each object and select the fields that are to be compared. After configuration is complete, the user can run the process. Upon execution, the user can access the validate report where the insert count, data quality percentage, and mismatch count for each object can be viewed. If some of the mentioned columns are mismatched, the user can go to the target table and redefine the column definition, or, to compare all the other columns, the user can navigate to the configured connection in DataFinz, go to Step 4, and remove the mismatched column. Re-executing the process again gives the accurate data quality percentage that shows that all the columns from the two tables have matched. The comparison process checks data from SQL files between on-premises and cloud database. The upcoming demo shows how field-level differences and measures data quality based on mismatches across records are identified. Here is the sample SQL file from PostgreSQL and Snowflake that is to be compared. Both these files are uploaded in cloud storage. Now, to compare, the user can navigate to Modernize, click on Validate, choose Create New Validate, and configure the validate name, source connection, target connection, SQL as object type, legacy folder, Modernize folder, and other required parameters. Next, the user can select the required source object names and target object names accordingly. In Step 3, filters can be applied if required, and in the final step, it is necessary to assign the primary key for each object and select the fields that are to be compared. After configuration is complete, the user can run the process. Upon execution, the user can access the validate report where the insert count, data quality percentage, and mismatch count for each object can be viewed. If the data quality percentage is not accurate, redefining the mismatched columns, re-uploading the SQL file, and re-executing the process brings the data quality percentage to 100, proving that all the columns from the two SQL files have matched.